we got a quick gym video, man. We talking about in this video some body parts that you may be neglecting at the gym. You know what I'm saying? These are some body parts. Once you start to hit them and you start to bring them up, man, they make all the difference in the world as far as, you know, you could be out in public and people see you and they know that you work out. They could tell, you know, just by looking at them body parts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go over a few body parts, you know, that you may be neglecting. You know, you may not hit as much, that you should start to dial in more on. You know, even me, you know, some of these body parts I try to work on as much as possible to bring them up. You know, if you got lagging body parts, the key to bringing them up, man, is you just got to hit them with more volume. It just is what it is. Like what I did to bring my arms up over the years, man, I started hitting them like a few times a week. You know, even the days when I train chest, legs, or back, you know what I'm saying, I would hit a few sets of arms at the end of the workout, like maybe 2 or 3 sets on biceps or 2 or 3 sets on tricep day. Even if it wasn't arm day, I just touch them every day. You know, the next thing I know, my shit started blowing up, man. Arms started getting big. I'm like, man, now I get compliments all the time. You know, people, I might be out, people be out. Hey, how long did it take you to get that big? Or are you some kind of personal trainer? Let me borrow your muscles for the weekend, man. That stuff like that feel good. You know, people identify you as the guy with the muscles. I remember I was on vacation. I was in Dominican Republic for a week, man, 4th of July. And I'm at the pool party, right? At the swim up bar, you know, I got my shirt off, man. You know, people be checking me out. You know, you could tell when somebody checking you out, women or, you know, just people in general. You know, I'm in there, we in there taking shots. I done met some cool people. You know, they was on vacation too. We in there taking shots, man. You know, we started playing this game. You know, the resort workers, they got games, you know, for the guests to play. So there was a game to see how far you could throw a ball in the pool, right? And when my turn came, the worker had the microphone. She was like, okay, here we go. We got the guy with the muscles. I know he going to win. Let's see how far he can throw it. So, you know, still stuff like that, man, it make you feel good. That's what keeps me motivated to keep going to the gym, you know, getting the results, getting the gains, you know. The first thing, though, that people neglect, man, I feel, is they don't hit enough trap work. You know what I'm saying? Traps, man, when you got big traps and the sit up, man, on your shoulders, man, that's one of the first signs, man, that lets people know you serious about the gym. You serious about, you know, the gym life. You the gym bro, this and that, you know. So hit traps with more value. You know, you can add them in, of course, on back day. A lot of times I like to superset my traps with my shoulder, on shoulder day or back day. You know, what I do for traps is I do a lot of heavy shrugs, you know, with the barbell. You can do them with the dumbbells, 2 heavy dumbbells. And I do it for volume. You know, I might do like 3 sets of 15, 4 sets of 20, shit like that, man. Or if I'm going super heavy, you know, I might just do 2 sets of 12, 3 sets of 10, stuff like that. But the key with them, like any body part I feel, man, you got to hit it with volume. Like I said, if you're trying to bring it up, you know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, man, we used to do trap work all the time. You know, I played football. You know, we used to have that device that work your neck muscles too. It's like you put the attachment on your head. It's a chain you attach a plate to, and you do neck. I call them neck ups. You know, get your neck strong. You know, but when you got big traps, you like, man, look like you ain't got no neck, man. People are like, yeah, that dude's serious about the gym. He looked like a freak. You know, this is the next body part, man. Get your forearms up, man. Hit a lot of forearm work, man. You know, we all love to do arms, you know, bicep day, triceps. You know, they say curls for the girls, you know, but you got to hit them forearms too, man. When you get them big Popeye looking forearms, you know, they gonna be able to tell that you serious about the gym too, you know. And that's that was one of my problem areas too, you know, trying to get the forearms up. You know, it'd be like some people, you would see them, man, they don't even go to the gym, but they may be like, let's say they're like an auto mechanic, or they use their hands a lot. They're always hammering something. They always got big forearms. That's why I say you got to hit it with volume, man. It's the same concept. You know, so what my favorite exercises I like to do for forearms, I like to do reverse barbell curls. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a bicep curl, but instead of having your hand places like this, you flip it over and grab the bar that way. You just curl it up. And I like to do a lot of hammer curls. You know, get the dumbbells You can go kind of heavy on it sometimes, man, but just get you a moderate weight that you can do for reps. You know, sometimes I go heavy and I do like, I call them cheat reps. They're kind of like forced reps. You ain't got the best form, but you kind of using a little momentum, but you going heavy. But like I said, in the beginning and on your main sets, you want to use moderate weight because you got to practice good technique, you know, getting full extension, bringing it up, contracting, and time under tension. You know, that's a little more advanced, you know, those cheat reps, stuff like that. Yo, those come along later on in your lifting career, you know. But yeah, them hammer curls, what do you call them? I call them chin-ups, man. Just like a pull-up, if you can do pull-ups, but you grab the bar like this, you know, you just go up and you hitting chin-ups, man. Those work great for your biceps and your forearms too. If you got the pull-up bar where the handle was like this, it's kind of facing you, and you can grab the bar and pull up like that, that's going to target your forearm muscles as well, man. It's going to beef them up. Next thing you know, you start hitting them for a few months with more volume. It's going to look like you got Popeye forearms, man. Forearms going to be swelled up, man. You get all them cuts, all that density in there, you know. This is the next body part that people neglect too, man. It's easy to neglect it just because, you know, a lot of people like to hit the bench press. They like to bench press a lot. The rear delts, man, you got to get a lot of rear delt work in. That way, you know, your front delts, they won't start to overpower and, you know, become the dominant muscle in your shoulder group. You know, they're already going to be stronger because, like I said, a lot of people do a lot of bench pressing. So how do you hit the rear delts? You got to do a lot of reverse flies. You know, if you got the machine at your gym where you do chest flies, but you could put the handles in, you could do reverse flies. That's going to hit the rear delts. You could take the cable rope attachment and you could do face pulls. You could do them either seated on your knees or standing up. You got the rope, right? You bring it all the way to your face. The key is to separate the rope once you get to your face, man, so you get maximum contraction on your rear delts. And you want to use a moderate weight on that too. If you go too heavy, the biceps, they're going to start to overpower the movement, and it's like you cheating when you use momentum. So I don't really go heavy when I do face pulls, you know what I'm saying, depending on the machine I'm doing it on. You could do bent over dumbbell reverse fly, so it's kind of like you bent over at the waist, you got your dumbbells down by your knees, and you fly with it, man. And visualize in your head, you know, trying to squeeze and move the weight with your rear delts. You know what I'm saying? That's the key. That's that muscle-mind connection that you need right there. You know what I'm saying? This is the next thing that I feel like people neglect in the gym, fitness, is the core. You're nothing without your core. You know, I feel like I got a tremendous amount of core strength that I have developed over the years. You know, just from me being a former athlete, we did a lot of heavy lifting as far as the big three. You know, we did a lot of hang cleans, power cleans, a lot of squat, deadlifting, benching, you know. So in order to get strong in those big lifts, you have to have a strong core, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about, you know, going in the gym and, you know, you just hitting sit-ups, stuff like that. You know, my core is strong enough to where I could do standing ab wheels. I could do the ab wheel rollout. I could do it standing up, you know. But one of my favorite exercises is kind of advanced. You know, you probably have to work your way up to it. Start light with it. Is that I like to bench press with my feet up. You know what I'm saying? So when you do that, it takes a lot of core strength and stabilizing muscles from your core in order for you to be able to bench press with your feet up. You know, I'm so strong now that I could bench press 315 pounds for reps with my feet up. I've done like 315 like 10 to 12 times with my feet up in the air. You know, that's all core strength. Of course, you hitting chest and shoulders because you benching, but in order for you to have your feet up and to stabilize all that weight and not, you know, fall off the bench, you know, shit like that, you have to have a strong core. So that's one of my favorite exercises to do for core. When I'm doing seated military presses, I like to raise my feet up. So then that way I'm hitting a lot of core too, along with my shoulders, you know. I do another exercise I may do, like I'm on the bench lying down. I do tricep extensions with the dumbbells, not kickbacks, I'm sorry, but you know, tricep extensions laying down. I'll put my feet in the air, so I'm getting some core engagement, you know. any type of movement that you could do that's going to strengthen your core, whether it be doing squats with one-legged squats. You may be doing some exercises on the balance ball, the Bosu ball, anything that's going to strengthen your core, man, because you want to have your core as strong as possible, you know. And that's not only going to help you in the gym, it's going to help you outside the gym in your day-to-day living. You know, I'm going to give y'all a good story I'm going to leave y'all with, man. I remember one time, right, I had caught a flat when I was leaving work. I caught a flat tire. One of my coworkers, he seen me and he stopped and stuff, and he helped me out, right? So he got all of his tools out, and we were sitting there trying to get my lug nuts off my tires so I could change my tire and put my donut tire on, right? But the lug nuts were so tight on my other car, you know, he wasn't able to get it. I was able to get underneath it, and it's like I had to pull so hard and use my core strength, and it was almost like I was doing the deadlift, you know? So if I wasn't strong enough to get the lug nuts off, man, I had to boom. It was like, they were on there tight, man. But if I wasn't strong enough to get them off, we would have had to, I would have had to call AAA, you know. I would have been sitting on the road waiting on them. But luckily, you know, because I work out and I got that crazy core strength, I was able to get the lug nuts off, and we were good to go. I was able to change my tire and keep going. So that's a prime example right there of when you are strong in the gym, you know, you build up a powerful body, you got a powerful core, you know what I'm saying? You can, it may help you out in other aspects of your life, you know. Of course, you know, when it's time to move, you know, you help a friend. Of course, when people move, they always want to call me to help them move their furniture and stuff when they're moving into their new apartment. I'm like, man, I'm strong for the gym, man. I work out to be strong for the gym, to look good for the women. You know what I'm saying? Look good when I'm naked. I ain't trying to help you. I help them out, though. They throw me a few dollars or something and say they're going to buy me something to eat. It is what it is. But, man, you strong. You can just move shit up the stairs. You know, you can do stuff. Some people, they might not be strong enough to do it, man. You can help out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at the Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale. Y'all got any comments, any questions, any topics for future videos y'all may want me to do, drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.